There are types of property that pass to a beneficiary at death. Primarily, we talk about insurance policies, annuity policies, and retirement accounts, 529 plans, where you name a beneficiary on the account, the person that then will inevitably receive assets if an event were to occur. And when we talk about estate planning, that event is passing away. So if you own an insurance policy, that's going to be money received at your death. And you pay an insurance company a premium every year. And then eventually, when you pass away, if you're still covered, that policy will pay out to a beneficiary. And the same for our retirement accounts. In retirement accounts, we name a beneficiary. It's often a spouse if you have one. It can be a charity. It can be friends, cousins, uncles, whatever you want it to be. And you do the same thing on retirement plans, annuity contracts, insurance, and it kind of works the same if you add somebody pay on death on a brokerage account. Okay. Now, beneficiaries are something that we don't always keep up with very well over the years. So we're going to name beneficiaries when we first open these types of accounts or buy insurance policies. But it's important from time to time to go back and think about, is that still who I want to be the beneficiary? Is that person still with us? And so to some extent, we'll also name what we call contingent beneficiaries on an insurance policy, where we would say, okay, pay on death to Manny Puppy Dog. If Manny Puppy Dog's not here, pay on death to University of Illinois. Then, Manny Puppy Dog gets it if they're alive and Illinois gets it if they're not. So we can have contingent beneficiaries. You can have multiple beneficiaries. You could divide an insurance policy 50% to Manny and 50% to Truman, Puppy Dog. And then that way, if you passed away, half and half would go. All right, I'm being a little facetious because you can't leave money to pets, but you get the idea. And so when we have beneficiaries, I think my big teaching lesson for you is this. We want to make sure that the beneficiary is someone we want to receive funds, is capable of receiving those funds, will do what we want with those funds. So to that end, review the beneficiary designations regularly. Try to avoid leaving money directly to children who are minors. Quite often, they're legally not able to manage those funds. They're held in trusts. If you do have minor children, maybe use your estate planning documents to create a trust and leave it to that trust. Try to avoid class-wide beneficiaries, something like, I leave this insurance policy in equal shares to all my children, because then suddenly you put an insurance company in the role of deciding who's your child and who's not your child, and that's not a role they really want to be in. So avoid leaving money to minors, avoid using class beneficiaries, and always consider as a contingent beneficiary in an insurance policy some kind of institution that you would be happy receiving your money if there were no one else in line to get it. So I hope you understand a little more about beneficiaries and contingent beneficiaries, and that's a pretty easy part of estate planning, but a pretty big one at the same time.